follow along, okay?
Okay.
Okay, brakes are on, have pressure, fuel selected to both tanks, all switches now in the upright position, radio's on, set to the correct channel, transponder is now on, set, mode C. Temperatures and pressures are increasing, sufficient fuel for the flight, positive fuel pump pressure. Trim set to your side, altimeter set to the correct height, flaps are now set to takeoff. Harnesses are secure, we'll leave our hatches open for the moment, buddy, so we don't get too hot.
Yeah. Will we leave it on? While flying?
No, we'll just leave it on for now, so that way we don't get too hot.
Okay.
Under traffic, swing 1132, departing the circuit downwind at 1500, tracking to Sunshine Coast by Moffat. Caloundra traffic.
Caloundra traffic, TACNAM 4069, taxiing to the holding point 23, Caloundra.
We've just got to wait for this aeroplane to come in.
Yeah. So we are now connected to all the planes here?
Yes, every aeroplane you see here, they're all listening to each other on the same radio.
Okay,
So
so somebody is listening to me as well?
No, not now, only when I press that button.
What we are talking will not be coming into the... is it?
Yeah, mate, everything we're saying is going on the video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, through that lead here I've got in my ear.
It was about to land, but why did it go up?
Oh, they're doing touch and goes. Hang on a second, buddy.
Caloundra traffic, TACNAM 4069, entering and backtracking 05, Caloundra.
Yeah, mate, so that's what this lead is here. It's going into my headset and it's recording everything that we're saying
Okay.
to go onto your video. We're still trialling all this stuff, mate, so we haven't perfected it just yet, so hopefully it'll pan out okay for you. Okay, so we're going to taxi down to the end of the runway here, and then we're going to turn around, and then we'll go to full power. And then we'll be in the air before we get halfway down the runway. And when we take off, the aeroplane may rock and roll a little bit. That's what they do.
Where do I hold on to?
I'll show you that, mate. I'll show you what to do. Yeah, if we get a few bumps, buddy, just paddle your way through it, and we'll go out over the water where we can find you some nice smooth air to play in, okay?
Okay.
So, mate, where you'll have your hands is just on your lap as we take off. I'll get us up into the altitude first, and then we'll get you on the controls, and I'll talk you through that when we get up there. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Alrighty. Okay, we're just going to close our canopy now, mate, so just duck your head forward a little bit and watch your elbow. Beautiful. That's it, roll that in till it clips. Beautiful. Okay, temperatures and pressures are good, fuel pressure is good, hatches and harnesses are now secure. Okay, Marty, if you're happy, we'll go to full power and go and do some aviation. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it?
Yeah.
Caloundra traffic, TACNAM 4069, rolls runway 3, correction 05 for the southeast training area, Caloundra.
Okay, where we go, buddy? And just like that, we're flying. What do you reckon?
I am loving it.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's only going to get better. Now just bear in mind, mate, I said to you before when we take off, we might get a few little bumps. Let's just see how we go.
155 is now runway 05, touch and go, flatter.
Oh, I'll put our flaps away now. So we're just looking for 500 feet here.
Traffic illegal.
Once we get to 500 feet, we're going to do a little left-hand turn. That's about now, so we'll do that now.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like I'm in the air now.
No, and remember I was saying to you the other day, I said everyone that comes up says it was not what I thought it was going to be. Alrighty, so we're going to do another little left-hand turn now.
Okay.
Quebec 5 miles northwest of the field with left 1,800 on descent, joining close left base for landing runway 12, Wilkesboro.
That's the big roundabout.
Yeah, Nicolin Way, yep.
Yeah.
Louder traffic, TrackMan 4069, over the top 1,700, on climb to 2,000 for the southeast training area, Caloundra traffic.
Alrighty, so we're just going to swing around this cloud a little bit here.
Quebec 5, close left base for landing runway 12. Culture traffic illegal 4508,
How fast are we flying?
Hey, we're doing, we're on our way to 90 knots, so almost 180 kilometres an hour of airflow over the wings. Alrighty. Okay, so just put one hand on the control column there for me.
Yep.
Now, when we were on the ground, you remember I said, look at the tree line and look at the bonnet, and there's a gap in between?
Yeah.
See the horizon now out in front of us where the ocean meets the sky?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, look, see the gap that's there?
Yeah.
This here is telling us we're not climbing and not descending. So take your hand away and keep your eyes at the front. The aeroplane's just sitting there. The gap is not changing.
Yeah.
All I need to do is just keep my wings level as we're flying along.
Okay.
But I'm looking out at that horizon out there. It's telling me whether my wings are level or not. So with your hand back on the control now, that's it. You keep your eyes out the front. So when I let go in a moment, if the aeroplane starts to roll, say, to the left like this,
Traffic Caloundra, Sierra 7155 is departing the circuit upwind runway 05. On reaching the coast, we'll be in a right turn, southbound coastal 1,500, Traffic Caloundra.
if we start to turn like this, all we need to do is apply a little bit of opposite aileron to keep the aeroplane level. Now, can you see right up in the distance over there some sandbanks out in front?
Yeah.
You just need to pick one of those. You need something to fly towards, because if you don't, we'll drift off over there or over there somewhere. So when you're looking out the front and the aeroplane starts to roll like this, all you're going to do is bring the aeroplane back to the sandbank out the front, nice and gentle, just like that. Now also, if the aeroplane rolls to the right, no big deal, just gently bring the aeroplane back to the right again.
Okay.
So I'm going to let go now, and all I want you to do is keep flying towards the sandbank and make little corrections this way as you feel necessary. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You have control. You're flying.
I'm flying now. I have a control.
Absolutely. Now you'll notice it doesn't take much pressure at all to cause that gap to change out the front. So watch out there. So as you're
So
flying...
I need to pull it a bit to make it look straight.
No, we're climbing, so you just need to relax. Like I showed you before, I had my hands on here, the aeroplane wasn't climbing and it wasn't descending.
Okay.
It's going to take care of that for you. So the idea is that you just concentrate on it this way, without any doing of that, no rearward pressure on the control column there.
Okay.
Alright.
We don't need the foot thing now yet.
The foot pedals, the
Yeah.
rudder pedals?
We don't need that.
Now I've got those at the moment, and the ball is in the middle of them two lines, so it's all good.
Okay.
All good. Alrighty. Let's get you doing a bit of turning, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Alright, well I'm just going to explain a couple of things to you before we do that.
Yeah.
In a moment, we're going to move our control column to the right and roll the aeroplane to the right. And when we do that, we're going to move a couple of forces around that are acting on the aeroplane at the moment. What's going to happen is, when we roll the aeroplane, the nose of the aeroplane's going to slowly want to go down towards the blue stuff. That's because we move those forces around.
Okay.
So when we see the nose start to move down towards the blue stuff, the gap out the front's going to get a little bit bigger. Then we're going to apply a tiny little bit of rearward pressure to hold the nose where we want it to be. Now we're going to do the first one together, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so with eyes out the front there now, let's move our control column to the right and roll the aeroplane to the right. There we go. Now if we didn't do anything at all, watch what happens out the front. See the gap slowly starting to get bigger out the front?
Yeah.
And look, we're slowly starting to descend.
Yeah.
But we don't want that. We want to maintain our altitude, so we're going to apply a tiny bit of rearward pressure. Feel that?
Okay.
Hardly anything there at all. And we're going to hold the nose where we want it to be in the turn. This is the first time you've seen a turn in this aeroplane, but you can see the nose in relation to the horizon, and look,
Yeah.
we're holding our altitude. The other thing is, you need to manage what we call the angle of bank. That is the angle between us and the horizon. This is what's called a gentle angle of bank. So in a moment, when I take my hand away, if the aeroplane starts rolling like this more and more and more and more, well, we don't want that. We want to manage that and hold it just there for us.
Okay.
We also don't want the aeroplane to level out while we're still trying to do a turn. So you're actually controlling